But with an FII, what is going to happen is actually go to other more 12-13% Nifty management karke via DIIs. So this is actually a point where you are unlikely to make any losses, right? If you're holding right, and I'm very happy with it. I don't see any problem with it. I'm holding these for 2-3 years. And I definitely see like a 70-80% run up. Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. So Mr. Warren Buffett recently has started selling Apple quite aggressively. In fact, Apple used to constitute roughly 40% of his entire portfolio, but he has been selling stocks like left, right and center. So the market started investigating that, okay, why is Mr. Warren Buffett selling his Apple stock, and is there something wrong in the market? Why are FIIs doing record selling? For example, take a look at the data here. So FIIs are selling the Indian market quite aggressively. So why is this happening? So Mr. Warren Buffett revealed his answer, and the answer goes something like this, that in the last few years, a lot of debt has been taken by the governments. Now, this year, for example, the US government will be repaying its loan worth $1 trillion. So $1 trillion unka repayment nikal ke aayega. Now, this is a very large amount. Where will this money come from? Well, this money will come from changing the capital gains treatment. And this is the speculation that is happening in the US market also. And many people are selling stocks in the US. Now, you will ask that, okay, what does this have to do with India? Well, in India, the story is even more interesting. That in 2024, our LTCG or long-term capital gain structure in equities was changed. So previously we used to pay 10% LTCG on equities. Now there is a 25% increase to 12.5%, right? So this has been a substantial change. And as a result, FIIs are selling the Indian market like crazy. Now you'll say, budget wali cheez ho gayi. Now this change is done. So why so much panic? Well, the reason is something called as direct tax code in India. Now, as per this code, and here we iron here, these speculations are that India will also raise its LTCG on equities. Maybe it will be like 15% next year. Then, it will slowly being crept up. And at a point, it will hit like 30%. So this is the speculation. And this is the reason why a lot of high ticket investors who were invested in the Indian market, they have started to withdraw money. Indian bond market was killed after like 2016 demonetization, where Indian government announced to the world that, hey, we can demonetize our own currency. And as a result, it created like a lot of panic. So to avoid any kind of panic, the FIIs are slowly selling the market. And this thing is unlikely to stop over the next few years. So this is the bad news. Now you'll say, yeah, you're criticizing this, that stuff. See, I'm just telling you the economic reality. It's your wish what you want to do with it. Now let me also point the positive picture. So today I purchased 50 lakh worth of Nifty 50 stocks. So then comes the natural question that on one side you're saying that FIIs are selling and everything is like, looking bleak from FII market perspective. But on the flip side, you are buying Nifty 50. So why is that? So for that, you need to understand the concept of intrinsic value and buying things at a discount. So let me analyze on today's video the recent stock market fall and what do I feel are some good assets to buy and why. So this is going to be a macroeconomic discussion. In fact, this is based on a lot of practical understanding. I've been speaking with a lot of investors here in Dubai and aggregating their viewpoint also, learning from them as well, and accordingly curating my portfolio. So I will share some of those snippets. Please watch the video till the very end. If you don't watch it, then you will understand half the story, right? Investing is complex, but I will try to explain it in very, very simple words. And yes, of course, all of us are scared about the market falling. But as long as we are invested in like quality things and quality businesses, those things come back up. Now, something similar happens in our career also. For example, many of us are scared of losing jobs. So similarly, in the career also, if we are invested in the right kind of skills, then it can really uplift our careers. So on that note, let me introduce you to the partners of today's video, which is Growth School. They are running a 3-hour hands-on training on artificial intelligence. And by learning strong skills like artificial intelligence, which is here to stay, you can really upgrade your career. Now, during this hands-on AI training, you will get to learn a lot of tricks and techniques and will learn how to use 20 plus AI tools and chat GPT tools. You will also learn how to use AI for job hunting, sorting complex data in Excel sheets, creating unique presentations, framing business strategies, and building a personal brand. Now, this is relevant for people who are coming from sales, marketing, HR, founder or freelancer backgrounds. Now, over 1 million people have already attended this training program. Now, usually this training is paid, but for the first 1500 people who will use the link in the description and comment box to sign up, this training will be absolutely free of cost. The link to the training is in the description box. Fill out the form and join the WhatsApp group for timely notifications. Now, with that said, let's move over to the main video and let me first and foremost help you understand why did I purchase Nifty 50 and why am I saying that it is discounted. So उसके ना 2-3 reasons हैं, and let me first start with the technical reason, and this is a long-term technical chart that I had already been explaining for months now, right? And I was categoric in terms of saying कि यार Nifty गिरेगा, नीचे आएगा in this channel. Now it might break this channel also. It's not guaranteed कि यहीं से वो reversal हो जाएगा. But now you can see that this is at the lower end of this channel. So now we can say worst case that Nifty is somewhat fairly valued. Okay, so fairly valued. Now comes a natural question कि okay, अब आप बोल रहे कि this is fairly valued. So why not like wait for it to correct more? क्योंकि correct हो सकता है. Definitely 100% correct हो सकता है. But here now you need to get into fundamental reasons. See, what is going to happen is that if the tax treatment, for example, if LTCG changes in India from 12.5 to 15%, now this is a significant change for an FII, right? For an institutional investor or any form of investor, even a DII. But DIIs do not have an option to hunt for tax efficient economies. It's not as if that DIIs, they can go to like zero tax destinations, all that stuff. But with an FII, what is going to happen is that they can actually go to other more tax effective assets. So they have a lot more choices. So this part of the equation will, for a substantial period of time, is likely to remain negative as per my understanding. I don't think that FIIs are going to buy like at a crazy level. They are going to mellow it out. Yes, there will be months where they might do like heavy buying after having sold like at crazy numbers 2-3 months back. So that can always happen. But mostly in kind of sidewise wala game rahega, and धीरे धीरे करके they are lowering their positions. Now the good part is that DII, the Indian market, is already very strong. Now why does the Indian market become strong? Because the SIP numbers are up. Why? Because as normal retail investors, we do not have choices to go to other jurisdictions and invest. International investing हम नहीं कर नहीं सकते. So therefore, what do? We keep up doing like step up SIP, this, that stuff. So DII इसके पास पैसा पहुंच ही जाता है. Okay. Now see, if you actually think about it from a fundamental point of view, right? कि for example आप FDs पकड़ो या real estate पकड़ो या फिर आप mutual funds पकड़ो या फिर आप direct equities पकड़ो, right? So ये तो markets ही हो गए. Now here the issue is that with the cutting of the interest rates, even the FD interest rates are going to fall, right? Now FD interest rates will fall, okay? Real estate में क्या हुआ है कि in 2020, because the interest rates were very low, a lot of people have already borrowed, right? So जो अपन ने massive spike देखा था on real estate demand picking up, that will not pick up at the same pace. So as a result, your by default domestic option becomes like mutual fund equities still. So whenever you find mutual fund equities at somewhat of a discounted level, and okay, one more important point that for example in Bitcoin, right, in India, you can't really fundamentally buy, right? Because when you buy Bitcoin in India, you will have to by default store it on an exchange. You can't withdraw it to a hard wallet. There is no zimmedari also of the government and all that stuff. Now, because you cannot technically bring it back to your hardware wallet, it becomes an issue for you as an investor. You can't sensibly buy Bitcoin in India. So even this asset class is gone, okay? So what I'm trying to tell you is that, see, in India, there are very few real estate projects or destinations worth investing. इसके बारे में एक पूरा वीडियो बन सकता है, right? FD के रेट नीचे होंगे, right, over the next 1 to 2 years as the RBI starts to cut interest rates in the economy. So by default, in order to hunt returns, mutual funds and equities में बनी रहेगी चीज. Now why mutual fund and equity market will be pumped by DII, so to say? It's very simple because, and this was actually a statement, and maybe I'm factually incorrect here, so please correct me in the comment section. There was a statement given by someone, I don't know who that person was. So they were saying that, you know what, boss, आप लोगों का इतना रिटर्न बन गया, and this was after like 2024 taxation, okay? जहाँ पे उन्होंने 10% से 12.5 कर दिया था. And then people said कि नहीं यार equity में ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए, this that stuff, this is like a wrong move or whatever. So then they said that, you know what, it's because of us that you have made money in the markets. Now what's the harm in terms of paying us back, okay, in terms of higher taxation? So which kind of shows the intent कि देखो this thing is going to go up, okay? So this is not changing. So what is likely to happen as per my understanding is that mutual fund equity में in the past, in the last 20 years, the CAGR was like 12.5, 13% के आसपास था, right? Now in the future, maybe it will be like 14%, right? But the tax treatment here will be, let's say 15%, right? So 15%, जो भी आपने बनाया, जैसे for example, if you put like 1.1 CR के आसपास आपने put करा, you make like 1.14 CR, and इस पे on this 14 lakh, you will have to pay 15% LTCG, right? So ये base return जो है, this is what investors really worry about, or novice investors really worry about. क्योंकि आप क्या करते हो? आप mutual fund पे जाके देखते हो, are you seeing the net return that you are making on like year-to-year basis? No. So as long as the government can sensibly play the game that, okay, fine, we are giving people enough returns in mutual fund equities, all that stuff, by creating enough liquidity in the market. At the back end, we will increase the LTCG and get money to offset our debt. So this is the macro game that is actually happening. I don't know if you were able to get this. If you want, I'll make a separate video on this topic. But to cut the long story short, this is the part I'll summarize it as that number one, governments have a lot of debt repayment coming. Their only option is to increase taxes, especially capital gains, क्योंकि वो पीछे से लगते हैं तो इतना समझ में नहीं आता लोगों को. By default, यार यहाँ पे already tax are very very high. यहाँ पे already tax are very very high. This is the area which is remaining. Okay, now suddenly over the next 2 years, if we figure out, you know what, boss, Nifty 50 में it's like we are getting like 8%, 9% only, and NTCG hypothetically is like 30%. Now will you go and invest money here? No, you'll say, यार what's the point, right? I mean, इससे तो कि real estate में कर देते हैं, उसमें कर देते हैं, उसमें कर देते हैं. So the point is that you don't have, even the government does not have any other option but to give you base return of around 12-13% Nifty management करके via DIIs, and उस पीछे से they will charge like 12.5% now, and maybe very soon, like within 2 years, I'm quite confident that this will be jacked up to 15% at least, right? So we are very much on that path. And वो आगे पीछे करके उसमें कोई tax regime निकाल देंगे, and whatever needs to be done, that has to be done. So anyways, coming back to the next advanced point. Now, if you actually think about it, कि if the government has to give you like 14% return from the market, how will they do it? Okay, so it's very simple. It's not as if that they can, you know, bring this down to like, you know, another like 25% and फिर वहाँ से उठा दिया. See, governments are very, very worried about something called as volatility. Volatility का मतलब क्या होता है कि 100 रुपए पे चीज चल रही थी और the market was at 100 rupees. Then suddenly it fell to like 60 rupees. So 40% का नुकसान हो गया. The moment someone hits a 40% loss, वो नहीं आएगा मार्केट में, right? हमें जो नया इन्वेस्टर है, that person will stop doing all SIPs and बोलेगा मार्केट तो गैम्बल है, बेकार की चीज, right? फालतू का फुद्दू बना, right? I'm not going to invest 1 rupee into it. And the government loses this investor forever. Okay. So therefore, government's job is to manage volatility to baseline levels. Therefore, trading this channel becomes really critical. Okay, I'm not saying that you'll 100% make money here or something like this, but मैं आपको बहुत high degree of confidence से बोल सकता हूँ कि if you invest here on Nifty 50, which is a fairly safe instrument, government will have to manage the volatility here, getting the market at a 10% fall. So just for context, right, if you check the number here, for example, यहाँ से if we check that the Nifty 50 has fallen by 10%, okay, so ये अब अपने base level पे पहुंच चुका है, या अपने lower end of long term trading channel के base पे पहुंच चुका है. So this is actually a point where you are unlikely to make any losses, right, if you're holding Nifty for 2 to 3 year basis, right, because the government will be managing the volatility in the market by playing around with Nifty 50. Therefore, doing a swing of 50 lakhs kind of made sense to me. In fact, I had done something very similar on this video here, right? So you can go and check it. मैंने शायद ये 2-2.5 साल पहले बनाया था, बहुत कोई इसमें profit आया था. And something similar I anticipate happening even this time. I don't think that the market is likely to fall by more than 15% from its top. Okay, so large cap. ये 10% हो चुका है, so therefore it's a great time to invest, and therefore I have put like one chunk of money. I might invest more, right? If there is a channel breakdown, तब तो मैं और aggressively करूँगा. Right, so yeah, so this is my play, right, and hopefully it kind of makes sense. In case you are interested in learning more about such things, then I do run a YouTube member community where I give very quick commentary, so you will be timely updated on almost every single day basis. People have loved the experience. In case you are a serious investor, definitely consider staying on it for at least 3 months. You yourself will start seeing the results. So anyways, I hope that this point is clear. Why did I purchase Nifty 50? Now some of you will become adventurous. आप लोग बोलोगे कि यार फिर तो mid cap खरीद लेते हैं, right? See, here is the issue with mid cap, okay, and mid cap and small cap, right? So for example, so if you check mid cap, what you will notice is that this fall total, मैं यहाँ से एक बार फिर से बना देता हूँ आपके लिए, right? So for example, यहाँ से लेके यहाँ तक का, this again is almost like a 10% fall, right? Now usually the equation is that if Nifty 50, which is large cap, मतलब बड़ी कंपनियाँ, if it falls by 10%, then mid cap या small cap, right, should fall by 2x or 20%. And opposite is true, that if Nifty is rising by 10%, then small and mid cap should rise by 20%, right? And this is statistically, empirically tested data, right? And therefore, I feel that if you are putting money in mid cap right now or small cap right now in index directly, you are likely to lose money, okay? Because अब दो circumstances हैं, या तो Nifty 50 ऊपर आ जाए, right, from here, and mid cap, small cap ना गिरे, या फिर Nifty 50 बना रहे हैं यहीं पे, right, wherever it is, and small and mid cap, they actually fall more, right? So I expect like a 20% fall on mid cap and small cap in total. then possibly I'll aggregate it. Now, what is like another index that I will be aggregating, right? So Bank Nifty is one index that I will definitely aggregate. So this is the long-term channel. In fact, I have a lot of exposure to private banks now, right? And I'm very happy with it. I don't see any problem with it. I'm holding these for 2-3 years. And I definitely see like a 70-80% run up, easily speaking. This is not a promise. This is not an investment advice, okay? Now see, think about it, right? So this is the long-term channel, right? And this long-term channel has been from March of 2021, right? So आपको यहाँ पे मिल रहा है अभी, right? So you are still getting it at somewhat of a discount, right? So for example, if you take a look from here to here, so this is 51,000 and this is almost 56,000, right? So almost there is like a 12%, 13% run up, which is expected on bank index itself. Now, similarly, you can do like this type of analysis for a bunch of different things. I feel that even US stocks are fine as long as you're not buying something which is overvalued, which has slightly weaker businesses. For example, the problem with Apple stock has been that its iPhone 16 launch had been really bad. Okay, so this was a major issue. The company does not know what it's going to do next, to be honest. What is its next blockbuster product? A lot of other companies, for example, Huawei, right? A lot of other companies like Samsung, they have come back from the dead. A lot of other companies like Nokia has started to come back from the dead. So the point is that there is no blockbuster product that Apple has. And the valuations are very, very rich. So if you buy something like Apple now, it's a problem. Similarly, if you buy something like Tesla, and if for some reason Donald Trump loses and Elon Musk is a massive supporter of Donald Trump, he's become like the PR guy of Donald Trump, Tesla stock can take a massive deep dive, right? So that's a very high risk stock. Some other stocks, for example, Amazon. I recently booked a little bit of profit. In fact, I made very good money on Amazon. In fact, I had been guiding my community also on the same. I booked like 20% profit on my entire portfolio of Amazon. Why? Because the valuation looks rich. But from a technicals point of view, अगर मैं आपको Amazon का भी दिखाऊं, right? So for example, let's take a look. So see, from a technicals point of view, अगर आप देखो, right? So ये रहा Amazon का stock, right? And this becomes like a very nice cup with handle pattern. So from a technicals point of view, this looks solid, but we need some kind of trigger. So I'm not sure when that trigger will come. So, but overall, it's fine. It's not as if that this is a bad stock or something. This is a good stock. But roughly booking like 20% profit made sense to me because मैं इसको काफी नीचे खरीदा था, right? So therefore, I'm just booking some profit just as a surety. At this point in time, having some cash positions also makes a lot of sense. If you are even little bit under invested, Nifty 50 becomes a very good option to buy. Even Nasdaq becomes a very good option to buy. Private banks become a very good option to buy. मैंने आपको उसका दिखाया. एक बार आपको मैं HDFC का भी दिखा देता हूँ, right? And for example, if you look at the technical analysis, right? मैं थोड़ा सा इसको roughly draw करके बताता हूँ आपको. For example, take a look right at this. So this was a channel in which HDFC Bank has consolidated. It is here, okay? And already its PE is one of the lowest. Why? Because the business is very solid. Okay, it's not as if कि because ये channel बन गया तो यहाँ पे definitely गिरेगा. There is no reason unless there's like a market correction itself of like 20%. There is very low reason why HDFC Bank will correct. For example, the market has been correcting, and मैं आपको HDFC Bank stock भी दिखा देता हूँ. Right? So for example, take a look. That today it went up by 2.5%. In 5 days, so छोड़ो ये in a month it has been 8.5%. In 6 months it has been 15% up. Okay. So it has been doing very well for the last 1 year, one could argue, when the markets are not doing well. So this has actually become a defensive stock. So अब इसमें हो क्या रहा है कि there has not been a breakout on HDFC Bank. Consolidate तो यही कर रहा है ना, right? It's not as if किसी में breakout हो गया है. जब भी breakout का होगा इसमें, right? Then this is going to run up quite aggressively. And अगर आप इसका technicals भी देख लोगे तो कुछ ऐसा निकल के आएगा, right? And this complex reverse head and shoulder pattern, right? So इस तरीके का कुछ. So the selling target for the stock is still 25-26% up. So this is likely to be achieved. So I think Nifty 50 will get balanced because जो private banks हैं उनको बढ़ाया जाएगा, right? And some of the other heated sectors might come down, right? One of the heated sectors might be something like Nifty IT, right? So that is little bit heated as per my understanding. So this might fall. Defense हो गए, PSU banks हो गए, PSU stocks हो गए in general. So all these are likely to come down, right? Because of the reasons. Most importantly, please remember that markets are likely to go like this. Okay, so this is the volatility range. If you're buying it here, there is a 10-12% Nifty catching that you're doing. So right now is that opportunity. That does not mean that Nifty cannot fall further. It of course can, but then that becomes deeply discounted. So yeah, so this is how I'm playing the game. I have already put like one bulk, right? And I will continue to do it, right? In case the market falls further. I'm already very well invested, very well hedged in the market. Now it's a knowledge game in the market. It's not days of making easy returns are gone. So be sensible, be smart, be very well diversified. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. This helped you decode the reasons why the market is falling, how you can possibly approach it, where are the discounted opportunities, and accordingly you can place your bets. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.